Okay, on number 7, there is a mistake we need to fix. It shouldn't say Ross, it should say Peter. Okay, Peter worked a total of 120 hours during the month of July. So the total of 120 hours is what we need from that sentence. Now he earned $2,800. That's how much he earned total. So that's the total earned. That's what we need out of the second sentence. Now Peter also, in addition to all of this information, let's break it down further. He earned $35 per weekday. So 35 per weekday. And this is per hour for each weekday that he worked. He earned also $40 per hour for each Saturday. Now this last sentence sounds weird, but it helps you put it together. Let X represent the number of weekday hours worked. X is going to represent the number of weekday hours worked. So which number in here talked about how many hours were worked for the weekday? 35. So that is 35x plus. Y represents the number of Saturday hours. So which one represents the number of Saturday hours? 40 per hour each Saturday. So 40y. Now this is talking about money. So we're going to set it equal to the number left talking about money. That's talking about hours. This one is talking about money. So 2,800. Now let's do a total of 120 hours. If X represents the weekday hours worked and Y represents the number of Saturday hours worked, what two things can we set equal, add together and set equal to 120 hours? X and Y. So just to review how we put that together, Peter earned $2,800 and he worked a total of 120 hours. Those were my totals. It was 35 per hour each weekday and $40 per hour each Saturday. We want X to be the weekday hours, Y to be the Saturday hours. So 35x plus 40y equals the money. X plus y, meaning the weekday plus the Saturday hours, will equal a total of 120 hours. Don't forget that x plus y equals 120 can be rewritten with the minus sign. It would be y equals 120 minus x, or x equals 120 minus y. That's the way you're going to see it on the STAR test. Graph the system of inequalities below and label the solution area. X plus y is greater than or equal to 1. So to graph that, we must solve this for y first. So x plus y is greater than or equal to 1. Subtract x on both sides. Y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 1. There is no negative in front of y, so we're done. We don't have to flip the sign. There's no number in front of y, so we don't have to divide it off. We can actually graph this one. So the b is y is 1, so go to 1 on the y-axis. The m is negative 1, so we're going to go down 1 and right 1. Do the opposite to graph the other side. Use a straight edge to connect, and it will be solid because there is a line under the inequality. It says greater, so shade up. Now we need to solve this next one for y. Be careful because there is a negative in front of it, and you have to divide by negative 1. That cancels. When you divide by the negative, this less than sign changes direction, and that becomes 2x minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negative. Now 2 over 1 is up 2 and to the right 1. And again, this is solid as well. And we are going to shade from this line greater than, so up. And the double shaded region is here. So it said label the solution area. Solution area is here. And we'll move on to the next question. Number 8. Which point below is in the solution set of the system of inequalities? 0, 0 is here. So, not in the solution set. 4, negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Not in the solution set. 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. It is in the solution area, so that would be my answer. Let's just look at 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It looks like it's on the dash line, or almost on the dash line. Remember, that is not a solution when it's on the dash line. Answer is C. And for those that argue that 3, 3 looks like it's in the shaded region, this line was meant to be on 3, 3. So you can argue that, and I'll still give you credit. Number 10, find a coordinate in the solution set of the system of inequalities shown below. Okay, so we have to graph this. And 13 is not on this, so I can't graph it. I'd have to extend and extend. So what I'm going to do is use a calculator. Control doc and add a graph. And delete the equal sign. Let's put a greater than or equal to. Let's put 1/2 plus 13. Uh-oh. You notice how everything went towards the bottom? You have to, when you use the button next to the 9, press over so that the line is big enough. And that's 1/2 x plus 13. Now, it's on the side, and the big line is there, so it's not writing it at the bottom. Down. We have to solve that one for y. Negative 4x on both sides to get rid of it. 2y is greater than negative 4x plus 3. Divide by 2. Y is greater than, we don't flip it because it's not negative. Negative 2x plus 3 over 2. So delete that and keep it greater than, which is number 4. Negative 2x plus 3 divided by 2. Okay. And I know you're saying, well, where's the other one? Well, we need to zoom out to see it because 13 is further up the y-axis. So menu, let's zoom it and zoom out. Press enter and zoom out until you see it, and there it is. So this is a graph that would go on this paper here, what we have on our screen, so we can kind of sketch it. But be very careful because the sketch is very raw. And what you would do is look at the answer choices and see if those answer choices are in here. But remember, refer back to the calculator because that was just a raw sketch of it. Because we couldn't get all the way up to 13. Escape so that it won't continue to zoom because it will. Moving on to number 11. Find the solution. That's menu. 3, 2 of the system. So view menu. Let's go to the calculator first. Control doc, add a calculator. Menu 3, 2. and this is y equals negative 6x minus 4, and then 12x plus 4y equals negative 8. And we have the solution. If you want to know, make it a fraction, menu 2, 2. It is negative 2 over 3, comma 0. This is the way the calculator gives it, but write it in parentheses. That's because that's the way solutions look. They're points. It needs to be in parentheses. Number 12, what is the solution to the following system? So, menu 3, 2. Menu 3, 2. Y equals, you can do 3 divided by 2, x plus 7 divided by 2. And I need to put the y equals in there. And then y equals negative 2 divided by 3, x plus 7 divided by 3. Menu 2, 2. And it's still ugly no matter whether we menu 2, 2 it or not. But the point it gives us is negative 0.5, comma 2.7. Negative 0.5, comma 2.7. And that's the solution all day. It's ugly. Even when you try to make it a fraction, it's just ugly. But it has one solution. If it didn't have a solution, it would say no solution. Alright, we're almost done. Number 13. Explain why the following system have equations that do not have infinite solutions but no solutions. So remember, infinite solutions means the equation is exactly the same. And so it would have to be a 5 in the B spot for both of them, or a 3 in the B spot for both of them to be infinite. No solution means that the slopes match, and that's it. So when you look at this problem, I notice the y-intercept doesn't match, and that's a good thing if I want it to be no solution. Because the slopes match, this will give me parallel lines, and they don't touch. That's why you call it no solution. So explain why the following system would have equations that do not have infinite solutions but no solution. It's no solution because they're parallel lines. They don't cross. They're not infinite because these numbers don't match. Number 14, Jim wants to buy a gym membership. One gym has a $200 joining fee and a $35 per month cost. Another gym has no joining fee and a $55 cost per month. Write the system of equations that satisfy this word problem. Okay, we have a joining fee of $200. There is no F on the $200. We're going to add on to that the $35 per month, and that will give me the total cost. So I'm just going to put T for total cost. At the other gym, there is no joining fee, but it's $55 a month equals the total cost. And you have now written the system. Number 15, you're going to subtract 6x from both sides. That gives you negative 9x. Then you're going to subtract 12 from both sides. Negative 9x is going to be less than whatever 21 minus 12 is. 21 minus 12 is 9. Divided by negative 9, the sign will flip. It is no longer less than, it is greater than, and then negative 1. Number 16, the hot dogs cost $5 per package. The hamburgers cost $3 per package. If you spend $100 for 25 packages, write the system of equations that satisfy this word problem. So we're going to make hot dogs be D, hamburgers be H. So 5D plus 3H equals $100 or 25 packages. Should be $100. The hot dogs plus the hamburgers will equal 25 packages. Number 17. Tim wants to buy a gym membership that has a $200 joining fee plus at least $35 per visit. So 200 plus 35V at least is related to the cost. How? At least sounds like less, but it means more. So more than or equal to. And we just wrote the inequality to satisfy the word problem. Number 18. Subtract 6x to solve this, and this gives you negative 8x. I'm going to cross it out. Okay. Yeah, let me cross it out. So now add 11 to both sides. And then divide by negative 8. That makes this sign flip. That gives you negative 2. Okay, we have 2 left on this review. Graph the system of inequalities and label the solution set. They are both solved for y, so if you want to do it by hand, go for it. To save time, I'm going to use a calculator. And I just turned it off, but we won't turn it right back on. Okay, new document. Yes, do you want to save it? No. Want to add a graph? Enter. Delete greater than number 4. Negative 2x plus 3. Alright. Tab, bring up the new one, erase the equal sign. X plus 5. And I need it less than or equal to. So let's make sure it says less than or equal to. It does. There it is. So as long as I show that here with the shaded region, it's correct. So I'm going to use that as my guide for those that have forgotten how to do this. 3 down to right 1. That's a dashed line. Alright, that's bad. Then go to 5. And it is up 1 and to the right 1, so now go the other way. It is a solid line. For this line, we shade less than, so down. For this line, we shade greater than, so up. And there's the double shaded region. And you should be able to see that it matches. So I quickly did it by hand and quickly did it using the calculator. So choose your method. And number 20. Solve the system of equations graphically. So solve them for y and graph them. When you're done, use menu 3-2 to check your answer. Menu 3-2. Y minus 3x equals 5. X plus y equals negative 2. And again, I guess I need to make this a default on here because it keeps going back. No. Ignore this part. I just don't want to start the video over. The calculator keeps going back to scientific notation settings. I don't know why. Okay, so there it is. This is the point we need to see when you graph it. So I would write here negative 1.75 comma negative 0.25, or you can menu 2 to this, and there is your fraction. So okay, it's ugly too, as you can see. And move that away. If you want to do it by hand, you have to move the 3x over. So y equals 3x plus 5. And go up 3 and over 1, which is going to be up there. So then go down 3 and left. And it will be a solid line because this is not inequality. And in this one you have to subtract x. So y equals negative x minus 2, so you go to negative 2, down 1 right. And as you notice, it doesn't cross at a whole number, it crosses in between, which is how they got negative 1.75 and negative 0.25, which is accurate because that's what that is. We're done. Happy studying.